Good morning, family. This is M.A. Truth. Hope that all is well with you and yours, whatever time of day it is, morning, afternoon, or evening. It is my sincere wish and prayer that all is well with you. We are living through very strange times, strange times. I just wanted to come on and share a little thing that has been going on with me. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Maybe some of you can relate. Back in 2023, I went to file my federal income taxes and found that I owed money. Hmm, interesting. I've not owed money to the IRS before, and I've been working a long time. Let us see how long exactly. Hmm, let me see. Hold on. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it right because I'm going to use a calculator. It is 2025, and I started working in 1968. I have been working for 57 years. I graduated from high school when I was 16, got my very first job, real job. A job is a job, some may say. Okay, so I started off at White Castles in Michigan. Yes, I was in Ferndale, right there on Woodward and 8 Mile. And back in the day, White Castles was the thing. White Castles is still the thing, actually, and they paid well. For that day and time, they paid very well. I was making big money. I just got out of high school. I'm making money. Wasn't too long after that, though, that my horizons broadened, and I got the opportunity to work at Michigan Bell. That's what it was called back then, y'all. About 50 fucking years ago. Michigan Bell. I was a long distance operator. I handled calls all over this nation. We did ship to shore, and I spoke with, at the time, who was it? Who was it? I can't think of their name, but famous people. Anyway, bottom line is, I've been paying taxes for a long time. Have not owed the federal government anything because all they do is take anyway. However, I digress. 2023, I owe the government some money. I don't understand that. I've never owed before, so I'm what? Get my daughter's taxes. She owed money. What? How? You got a child. I can't claim you no more. Okay. Um, how do we owe money? We've never owed money before. With some investigation, it was brought to my attention that taxes were owed due to the, excuse me, I'm burped, due to the tax breaks that 45 had given to his cronies. Now, I'm not a fan of 45 by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not a fan of any circumstance that takes away from the least of us. And from an economic standpoint, that's pretty much where we stand among the least. Okay, didn't pay it that year, didn't have it to pay. It was less than $1,000. Okay, just for honesty. Uh, However, I don't have $1,000 laying around to give to the government, and you've already butt fucked me with no grease, okay, and taken what I did have. However, once again, I digress. 2024, got ready to do taxes. Owed more money. How the fuck? How? How? Again, upon some further research and some inquiries, yes, money was owed because of the tax cuts given to the elites, the oligarchs, those who have more money than more money. I made payment arrangements, and I'm gonna be honest with you. That little $30 that I had intended to pay every month was hurting. Was hurting because it took away from other things that I needed. Now, somebody may say, "Well, it's just $30." It's my $30 to begin with. We'll start with that. Number two, I had other things that could have been done with that $30, such as buying dog food. Okay, taking girlfriend for her fuzzy butt for her exams and stuff. That $30 could have went towards that. Yes, it's once a month, but it's accumulating, right? Uh, Not to mention my own little personal treats. Yes, yes, I puff, puff, pass. Okay. And I can't puff, puff, and pass when I can't buy nothing to puff, puff, and pass on. So, of course, what the feds do, they go and shoot the shit finally to a collection, one of their collection agencies. So I got to speak to a lady yesterday, very nice lady. She would identified herself as the person who would be handling my particular circumstances, and she was very informative and very understanding. She said because we just started talking, and in the course of our conversation, she mentioned she said, "Miss," she said, I get it, I get it." She said, "I cannot begin to tell you how many people I speak to on a daily basis about owing taxes, those like yourself who've never owed anything ever before. And folks are in a tight. They're in a tight because of the tax breaks given to the rich. Okay. There's more of us on the other end of the totem pole, okay, than there is of them. I think what is the top 1%, these motherfuckers, and you get away scot fucking free. You don't pay for shit, okay? You don't try to promote growth on any level, not seriously. Um, so I made another payment arrangement for the same amount of monies, and we'll see how that go. We'll see how that go. The purpose of my mentioning this is to share my story, as I stated, and also to say to any of you who are experiencing the same thing, understand, we are not alone, okay? We are not alone. The majority of us are finding ourselves in a position to where we owe the Fed when we've never owed before. Now this piece of shit, okay, has pressed and pushed so that they can get more tax breaks. Why do you need so much in the tax breaks? Why? So you can go and play on the oceans of the world and your yachts and have your little heliports on your buildings and shit, you know, so you can walk around in your designer suits and your Italian shoes and strut and prince and pram around like y'all little guys. Not cool. Not cool. And it won't last. It won't last because there is a time coming when your money will be worth less. Scriptures say there will be gnashing of teeth. The money will be worthless, not worth anything. So, um, like I said, I just wanted to share that, get that off my get that off my chest because it's frustrating. It can be frustrating. It is frustrating. I can't be. It is when you are the person, as the majority of us are, that follow the bullshit rules that have been set up to regulate us, to keep us in control. That's why they don't want us talking to one another. They don't want us sharing our stories with one another. They do not want us communicating and lifting each other up. They can't stand it. They feed off of fear. They feed off of low energy because they're low vibrational beings. We, however, are not. I, however, am not low vibration anything. Each and every day that my eyes open and my feet are planted on terra firma, I vibrate higher. And that, bottom line, is what we have to do, folks. That's what we got to do, family. We've got to, what do I say? I say level up. We've got to level up. And it's working. It is working. Collectively, it is working. Those of us of like mind, like spirit, like vibration, who are vibrating up, are leveling up. Yes, we are seeing the results ever so slightly, but they're there yet and still. That is there. Okay, so I just want to say thanks for hearing me out. Uh, know that this too shall pass. It's like all the other shit has passed. However, I will continue to encourage you to be mindful of the shit that goes on around you. Understand the domino effect of everything. Um, Off topic, but not so much. Even during the processes of the elections and things, most everyday folk, most of us, everyday folk, hey, we good people in here, okay? We do what's right to each other. We help, we encourage, and we're uninformed on many things. We're not informed, and that is a part of the plan, is to keep us uneducated, uninformed. We have to continue to inform each other, learn how the bullshit system works. All politics, and I said tricks, are local. It starts locally. If you put the right people in the places of in the seat of power, where that's what our vote does. We put an individual to represent us. That's how this system is made up. Okay, fine, it's fucked, but nevertheless, that's what we have to work within. So make sure that you are vetting that person that you want to represent you, and make sure that when you make them promise, you got a contract, dude or ma'am, to represent. This is what we want you to do. Now, if you do, cool. If you don't, guess what? You get voted out. The power is in the hands of the people. It may appear that it is not. That's false evidence appearing as real. We don't do fear. We don't do fear. We cannot do fear. The spirit of fear is not in us. It was not given to us. We've been indoctrinated. We've been trained. And they're still doing it. Nevertheless, as the beloved Maya Angelou would say, we rise. We rise. So again, oops, one few minutes over. I'm sorry. You know I get to run in my mouth. I get to have a good time with y'all. So anyway, like I said, that tax shit, that's real. Look at your stuff. See how it has dramatically changed since that shit began and how it's going to affect you going forward. Um, Become active in your communities. Break down this racist bullshit because it is bullshit. It's not real. Okay. Race is a social construct. It's not real. It's a social construct. And the more you investigate that and look at what it's really about, the more you will understand and you can stand up to it. So anyway, peace and love. It may truth I'm out.